Good day, Stock Gamer coming to you. Currently live, as I always say, but it's going to be published 4/14/23. I napped today. That probably shook the hell out of the camera. Well, I napped today. Got some good sleep. Everyone's doing well. It's amazing in here. What happened today? We're looking at Tesla on the 1-minute chart. Early breaks down, touches that support level that we established, goes up, comes back down. Now, I tell you what. If you played strictly VWAP and you were breaking level, when it breaks levels and it shows a good candle that it's going to keep moving, you can make some nickel and dime throughout the day here. I wasn't awake to make any of that today. That's fine. I was getting some good needed sleep, well needed sleep. But look at this, breaks down, you could grab something. But then you see it start to consolidate here underneath this, and it keeps coming back to this support level. Where's that support level come from? If you remember, I established these on bigger time frames. This is the 1-minute time frame. So I had a rude lesson last week that I learned from. Don't continue intraday levels to the next day because that's not good. We go to bigger time frames to see the big snapshot. What am I talking? Get your face out of here. Switch to the other monitor. Boom, here we go. We're now looking at the weekly for Tesla over the last 3 years. Look at these levels. I grabbed the big support and resistance levels. So we have resistance, which it broke through, which prior resistance becomes support. Now it comes down. We have a level here, a support level, which is now the new resistance point across the chart. And it's now dancing on this support level. So what's neat to see here is, I go down to the daily. We'll bump from the weekly down to the daily. I added one of the instruments that I've been trying to learn through Brian Shannon, anchored VWAP. This blue line is the normal VWAP, which is the life of the stock. Everything up until this point is doing this, but this anchored is literally specific, tagged to this day. VWAP starts on that day and it forms, and we're seeing what happens. Well, it's above this the whole time. So if you put it in a position, it's over the VWAP, and it stays over it the whole time, you're making money this whole time. It's above it. Above it, above it, above it. You're still making money, making money, making money. Especially if it's back at this point at 109. But what I like to see is I added another anchored VWAP here at the most previous low of the chart. And as we can see here, we have this kind of this range being formed. And now the stock is trending right here between this range, which is kind of interesting. And then, lastly, there's an indicator on here called the squeeze, TTM squeeze right here. This is showing that there is tension building up in this thing. It's going left to right. It's really not doing much. How can I show this on a better time frame? Let's go to the 1 minute. Zoom out here. Look at this red building up. Look at this red building up. Look how tight this is. Let's zoom out to a bigger time frame, 30 minutes. Do we have any tension? Oh, we have tension. Look at the red building up. Look how tight this is, this window. It's staying within this range. Now, what's awesome about this, oh, I totally closed that down, is if we look at, once again, the daily, we have tension built up all the way to the daily, and it tends to have bigger moves when these tensions break at bigger time frames. What's coming upon us? 4/19/23, earnings. That's probably going to be the fate decider of where we're headed with this stock. You know, the investors, the stockholders are going to actually either get out, they like what they hear, they don't like what they hear, they're optimistic, they want to buy into the vision, who knows? But we're not going to play into that. But what I am going to do is I'm going to keep an eye on what I did here. I found this level here on the 13th of March, and then I have this level here on the 6th, the prior two lows. And now we have good consolidation and tension building up between those levels. And I'm going to try and see if there's going to be a way I can kind of form a strategy potentially to kind of give an indication of which way this might go or which way this might go. But let the market prove to you first before you think you know. Because I don't know. I'm just trying to see if there could be a strategy formed out of all these indicators put together. But ultimately, we will go back to this beautiful chart over here. The old 1 minute. Day of earnings, we're more than likely going to see something rapid happen. And then we will play whether we go long or short that day, depending on what happens. It could rocket way up, and then once it finally starts to roll over and profit takers are taking profit, I'm going to get in there and I'm going to make profit as they take profit. But what's awesome is just these levels of support and resistance from larger time frames just hold the test of time. It literally shows it. They're magnets. They're just magnets if they're properly applied and properly found and charted within a chart. I have nothing else to say. You'll have a great weekend. See you Monday. Be smart. Look at what you're doing. Have strategy. Don't gamble. And manage those trades. Stock Gamer. I think we're going to play some Pokemon Unite. We're going to get all the devices going. We're going to get the house going. Pokemon Unite team. So if anyone's out there and they want to play Pokemon Unite, hey, leave a message. Leave your gamer tag. We'd love to play with you. All right. Stock Gamer out.